Hola, Terry and Linda Jameson, more commonly known as the Psychic Twins. They have made a lot of famous predictions, one of which was 9/11, and many other predictions. Now, they had predicted that Hillary Clinton was going to win. And because they were wrong, they are getting completely attacked by everybody. So what ended up happening is they disabled their Twitter, they disabled their Facebook, they disabled comments on YouTube. Because of this, people are like, see, oh my gosh, they're fake because they're disabling everything. And if you look, they were also wrong about this little thing and this little thing and this little thing. If you know anything about psychics and the future, you'll know that the future is not wrote in stone. I'm actually taking this quote from the Psychic Twins themselves. The future is wrote in pencil. And that's very true. Because like I said, if you know anything about the future and psychics and predictions, first of all, psychics will not always get it right because of the fact that the future can change. And say a psychic predicts something, and then after that prediction is made, somebody makes a different decision than what they were going to do, that will change the future and make their prediction wrong. The Psychic Twins, it's like they got one thing wrong and they've gotten a few other things wrong. But they've made like hundreds and hundreds of predictions that like 90% of them was correct. Now listen to what I just said. 90% of them was correct, which means there is a 10% that is incorrect. It's kind of like a batting average almost. It happens. No psychic will get every single thing correct. They just can't. Not to mention, besides the fact that the future can change, there are actually quite a few things that can throw a psychic off. Like, I love Sylvia Browne. She is my favorite psychic, and like, I'm very picky with my psychics. And so far, Sylvia Browne and the Psychic Twins are like my favorites. And the one thing that did bother me with Sylvia is that she would do predictions or try talking about somebody's death in a room full of people. Sylvia Browne used to like talk to spirits and stuff. I feel like because there were so many things, like a lot of the people in the studio were there to get answers about stuff. Sometimes she would get things wrong with how people were gonna die, or if they weren't gonna die. Their kid died mysteriously and they're asking like questions on how they died, and Sylvia would say something that was completely random. And I feel that that's because there was just so much going on. She's in a room full of people looking for help, and there's probably a ton of spirits that are there with their family trying to give their family closure. I feel like Sylvia would pick up on all of it. Like, she would pick up on so much, she probably got overwhelmed but didn't want to seem that way. So that's what I mean by like, there are a lot of things I feel that can throw psychics off. Like with Sylvia, it would have been better for her to do like one-on-one stuff. And with the Psychic Twins, yeah, maybe they should have handled it better, I guess. I mean, I can understand being overwhelmed with negative comments. And I couldn't even imagine it being on basically all of their platforms. Like, oh god, that would be overwhelming. And honestly, I probably would have disabled everything too until I could have got a chance to like maybe make a video talking about, listen, you guys, like, we're sorry that the prediction was wrong, but as we've said before, nothing is set in stone. Hillary did win the popular vote. You never know, maybe that's what they predicted and they got confused. Especially right now, there's just so much chaos going on in the world. Honestly, it makes sense that some of the predictions are gonna get a little screwed up. Like, right now might be a very difficult time for psychics to be making public predictions. But anyways, the point being is that the majority of their predictions are correct. Now, like, say 90% of their predictions were false, that might be a different story. And it's crazy, like, people are making videos about them and like saying that, oh, like we got receipts, like they got this wrong, and it's like, oh my god, people. So that's just my opinion of it. I really wish people would just stop trying to tear into them and stop trying to be like, oh, they're fake because they get this one prediction wrong. Like, calm down. You know, if you don't believe in them, then you don't believe in them. You don't have to watch them. You don't have to harass them. Leave them alone. If you feel like they're fake, then fine. Leave them be. How would you like having thousands of negative comments on literally every social media you have? Yeah, that would not be fun. Because it's not fair that people are going crazy like that and then getting pissed off because they disabled everything because they got over fucking whelmed. Who wouldn't get overwhelmed by all of that? So that instantly means they're guilty because they disabled comments on things. Like, you should give them a chance to like talk. They probably are going to say what I'm saying in this video. That's just my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video.
Bye!